Okay, welcome back to Bootstrapped Founder Reality with your host, Adam Koza, founder of ZeroCrat.com. Um, it's been about 3 weeks since we've launched the product, and I think it went pretty darn well. We got some annual paying subscribers, some that I've never met before in my life, so I think that's a really great sign. If you look at statistics, that most businesses don't even reach the level of MVP, let alone first sale, especially one that's not related to you or your friends. So totally stoked about that. Um, it has been 3 weeks. So what did I do? I kind of launched on Product Hunt. I have like this giant um, Excel spreadsheet of like 350 different places you can post your business. I'm working through that. I've only gone through like, to be honest, like 15 of them. They're useful for getting backlinks to your website on your business, and it creates more domain authority for your search keywords in your category. So eventually, I'll try to get through as many as I can, at least the free ones, and then um, that should be helpful just for getting Google search traffic, organic results. People looking for a privacy-focused business software into your sales funnel. Uh, to be honest, after the launch, I only did like a week of full time marketing. It's the summer here in Canada, and I'm kind of taking my summer vacation. So as soon as I got those handful of sales, I was satisfied with my efforts post launch and decided to take a little summer vacation. Uh, I was getting pretty burnt out on the marketing. It's a lot to take in, and I'm not, a marketer by profession, software developer. So it's kind of hard to get a hang of, and I'm learning a lot. But I have a game plan, and I'm going to stick to it. And that game plan is as follows. So I mentioned the spreadsheet of 150 places, 350 places you can post your business. I'm going to work through those because backlinks are helpful. Um, it creates, it allows you to have that more organic search traffic that you don't have to pay for. I did do a bunch of paid advertising on Google. I spent like maybe 150 bucks. So that didn't really go anywhere. That wasn't very effective. Um, I suspect because my landing page just isn't that great. I whipped it up. Like the base idea of that landing page came together in like a day or two just to collect emails. I think you have to put together something a little more robust that contains a little more information, uh, just to increase those conversions. Right now, the conversion rate is around 2%, which is great for paid conversions. Um, Conversions for people just trying the demo is huge. I would say it's close to like 30% people that land on the page are using the demo or clicking with the change billing options, which is awesome. Okay. Um, uh, Next plan of attack, once I get through that list, I'm going to, I just signed up for LinkedIn Premium just to check out their sales navigator. Because what I'm realizing after, um, having ineffective paid ads is that what was effective was me going into like Reddit communities, posting my launch, my product, and talking about it. Specifically with like contented users of like QuickBooks. That subreddit was pretty easy to take over and plug my service, just because everyone there is pretty upset with the service they're getting now, and it's pretty expensive. It is up market for me. I think my product is a little more entry level, and so it was hard to convince a lot of the users there that this was a suitable alternative because frankly it's not. It's there's no double entry accounting. It's more of a entry level business software. Allows you to track invoices and expenses and some of your contacts, manage some of your contacts, and maybe work with a small team. um, yeah, with something a little more complex with QuickBooks, they have like chartered accounts, bank sync, um, various credit card lines, and it's a little more complex you do pay for that complexity, and it's aimed towards accountants. So your typical like entrepreneur isn't going to be able to pick up that software and start hitting the road right away. Like it does require quite a bit of training, and they kind of have that entrenched educational cycle and system or funnel, I guess. With these like pro advisors, they get bookkeepers into their certification program, and then those bookkeepers turn around and recommend Intuit software to entrepreneurs. So I think I have to insert myself a little earlier in the sales cycle, get people that are interested in business or just have a side hustle going. Nothing too complex, a service business. Try to get my service in front of them before they take their business to an accountant that's been trained to and is incentivized to push a certain software. Um, I think that'll all. It's all just a matter of time. Problems that require time to resolve and and have more effective results from. But that's all I got on my side as a bootstrap founder. You don't have to um, move as fast as possible. I'm allowed to take a week or two off and regain some energy and just keep fighting the fight as long as possible, because kind of built a financial stronghold that allows me to do so, and I could fight on forever to the end of time until I die. Um, and some of these other people that have raised money or have giant payrolls, they're grow or die. They can close up shop tomorrow if they don't perform correctly. So that is one advantage of being, I think the biggest advantage of being a bootstrap founder is you can grow your business at your pace, and um, chances of failure are pretty minimal unless you screw up really bad, get into legal trouble, or destroy, or there's some kind of damages involved. You get sued out of existence. But that's pretty much the only way you could go wrong while bootstrapping. Um, so next player tap, I mentioned I got the LinkedIn Premium that comes with the Sales Navigator, and I haven't really taken a look at that because I thought my sales cycle, based on the past performance of that 1 week I was working, is that I'll have to have a bit of more of a high touch sales approach, which is a little outside my comfort zone, but that's okay. I'll have to make it work. I'm prepared to do so. But I haven't really looked at it. It's kind of been a bit of a draining process, learning so much, and you can get overwhelmed. Like I've also had, it's hard to take off the dev hat because I've gotten some feature requests from existing paying customers that I want to deliver, and you say you can have some timelines, you're gonna be able to do it, but I've just spent so much time deving that already that I have to get comfortable with my marketing hat, and you get torn between these two roles, and it can kind of leave you stunned, like not sure what to work on that day, and eventually just kind of you're stuck in this state of indecision and ultimately achieve nothing. So trying to get myself out of that mindset of that I have to accomplish everything. I have to I've been I have to start scheduling my time a lot more, and determine what hat I'm going to wear um, on what day and when it makes sense and what the priority is, because time management is probably the most key element for me right now. And yeah, the more I've thought about the status of where my business is at, and what I've achieved so far and what has to come next, that kind of takes me back to maybe like a baseball analogy. And I was a pretty good baseball pitcher when I was growing up in high school. Um, I was a pitcher. I threw pretty hard. Maybe I'll throw a few balls at the camera later, let you see. But I feel like where I'm at in this business is it's the end of the top of the first inning. So as a pitcher, you can kind of carry the whole inning on your own. Really only require one player to be in the game, and that's a pitcher. If he's good enough, he can carry the whole team through that inning. I feel like that's what I've done as building my MVP, being the sole employee of this company. And so now I'm entering into the bottom of the first inning, and I'm starting to take some swings. So um, I've had some hits, I've gotten some sales, and that's an awesome sign. I have to get back out there and keep swinging. Um, Ultimately, I don't think I'll dig out of this bottom inning until I'm able to sustain my expenses at a bare minimum, like rent and food and gas and whatever. Like at a bare minimum, I have to reach that goal. And once we get beyond that, then I can start looking at hiring people and expanding and seeing if more people can contribute to this project. Um, yeah, I just thought that was kind of a neat way to think about um, the current status of the business. Yeah, as far as the service goes, everything's been going well, smoothly. No errors, no complaints. No one's taken me up on their 30-day risk-free money-back guarantee, which is great. So it sounds like people are satisfied with the service as is. Um, I did get some feedback that people want custom reports, so I'll definitely get on that today. Actually, that's what I'm gonna be doing after recording this video. And then they also that's kind of the problem of targeting the up market is because as targeting up market customers is because they demand a lot more features. So they fit more of the accountant profile. In my particular case, they're used to having a lot more features, especially like double entry bookkeeping. Like that's one thing that our infrastructure is equipped to handle and support. It's just a matter of all the interfaces that have to go along with that. I haven't put together yet. So I think that's going to be a feature that's becoming maybe by the end of the year. Might be able to support. We'll be able to support double entry bookkeeping and all the chart of accounts like tracking assets, liabilities, and um, equity. Um, I was going to turn around. The uh, the other thing people have been asking for is imports. Importing their QuickBook files into Zerocrat. So I estimated that that would take like about a month from now, or at least the end of this month. But since I took those 2 weeks off and I didn't have the energy to do both marketing and dev work. It's just I think you'll eventually see that feature come in August. The That's also the thing when you target specific communities you're recruiting from. Like I mainly have been targeting QuickBooks, and not really our ideal customer profile. They're um, yeah, they're more advanced bookkeeping professionals, people that have clients. So that's what I mean by upmarket is they are more valuable because have uh, they're able to sell multiple instances of the software to the individual entrepreneurs. But I think I have to go down market. Our product is more comparable to something like Wave, the free tier version of Wave, or the paid tier, the initial paid tier version of Wave, or the self-employed version of QuickBooks is more our feature set. And so it's the entry level version of accounting software. It's just the basics that you need to get up and go and start earning money for yourself. Um, and so when I recruited all these up market customers, they have up market needs, and it's just not clear to me that that should be the priority right now. So I think marketing still has to be the marketing hat still has to be on pretty hard and steady. So I think I'm going to keep that on for the rest of the month. I'm going to rebuild my landing page to like really hone in on my sales funnel. I want to use a WordPress template. Right now, it's kind of just like a blank, like a vanilla Bootstrap HTML file, basically. Like it's not, there's no framework around it. Pretty plain. And my SEO is suffering because of it, because they just kind of have pretty basic meta tags, and I'm I'm kind of leaning towards using WordPress just for that reason, because a lot of that SEO stuff comes like right out of the box. All the content that you want to highlight is showing up in that search result, even though that Google is kind of like Google search is kind of on the way out and AI is on the way in. um, I still think it's important. I still find myself using Google search. I'm not using ChatGPT every time I need to have a question, but eventually I think um, that consumer behavior is about to change in a pretty dramatic fashion over the next decade. So I think video, I'm trying to get really hone my video skills. I think that's the future, and I've invested, in this new camera, and it's an Action 3 Osmo. I got a pretty good deal on it. It was like $200 at Best Buy Canadian. Um, we'll see what the quality's like. It works well with my lav mic that I initially picked up, and I was just using my phone before, and that was okay, but I wasn't really satisfied with the latest video quality I got at the lake. I was nervous that it would like fall in the lake, and this action camera is waterproof up to like 16 meters, so I should be able to be pretty rough with it, do shots like that, and hopefully it'll turn out uh, a lot nicer or higher quality, and I won't be worried about it falling in the water or getting damaged like my phone. Um, yeah, it's got like this rock steady. I can turn it upside down, and I think, and it'll keep the horizon steady. I think it'll make creating content a lot easier. I'm just kind of walking and talking with a stick. Trying to avoid people. I don't want to get other people on camera. I hate when people put me on camera in their content. Like, it's just weird. See people walk around with a stick. I get it. So I don't want to be that guy, but I have to be that guy. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Yeah, another thing. Oh, so back to WordPress. Like, the thing with WordPress is it has that built-in blog functionality. And I know when I was working at another business, they wanted to have their blog on the subdirectory, like /blog. That's because it creates a lot more domain authority for your business in the search results. Like, if you have like a subdomain like blog dot your domain, it's not as good for your search results. So it's another reason why I want to move over to WordPress. I think it'll be good for our content creation cycle. Right now I can't really do that. It's just a blank template. I paid like $30 for it, so it's not a big deal to change it up, and I only built it in like 2 days, so it's not a huge loss of time, and I think it should work out well. So look out for the redesign soon. Okay, and just on like a, I don't know, personal update, we're gonna be moving out of the city pretty soon. We're putting in an offer on a Dalisa house just north of the city of Toronto. That should be nice to have more space and a little more control over our housing situation. And right now we're in an apartment building. It's, those things get infested all the time with bugs, and it's awful living situation. Like, we're starting to sense that kind of situation ramping up again, so we're ready to get the heck out of there and just allow my wife to embrace that nesting instinct for our upcoming child. Get a room together. We'll have a dedicated room for them, and be able to, put up all the have like a themed room and make it all cute and whatever. So yeah, that's exciting. Yeah, and we've kind of gotten through all the weddings obligations that have been presented to us, probably like 4 or 5, and we're just at that age where we have like 4 or 5 weddings that we're involved with, and we're in like half of them, so a lot of obligations on the weekends, bachelor parties and bachelorette parties. It's just been really hectic summer so far. In the past 2 weeks, it's kind of just been like our opportunity to just not do anything, and we haven't had that for at least 5 months. We've had some quote unquote vacations, but it hasn't really felt like vacations. We've had a lot of things going on during them, so or around them, and it's just been nice to catch our breath for a bit. And I think I really needed that to keep going forward. So I don't know. Did you like this content, guys? Do you think this walkie-talkie type of style uh, that I'm good at it? Am I natural? Let me know in the comments, okay? And check out zerocrat.com. Stay tuned for more stuff from me. I think I'm gonna name this video. All the themes of my video before have been like, going from 0 to 1, and this one's probably going from 1 to 10. So how to, climb your way from 1 to 10. Strategy involved with that. So let's just summarize what my game plan is again. I have a list of 350 websites that allow you to create backlinks for your website. So I'm going to post based on my website on all my business on those backlinks. I've only gotten through like 15 of them, but I can already see the tangible difference in my Google search analytics. I'm getting a lot more impressions and a lot more traffic just from those 15 backlinks. So if I get 300 more, and then I get that blog content creation going, then that should be a pretty sweet flywheel for organic traffic. Okay, and after that, keeping up with this content creation online. I think video is the future of search. You're not going to Google search for anything anymore. You're either going to go straight to ChatGPT, get the answer, or if it's something visual, you're going to go to YouTube for that information. So I think with my blog article, this leads into the next plan of action, which is building that landing page using WordPress, creating some content on the blog, and then also I'm going to pair each blog article with a video, I think. That way you just get the double whammy of you have the video content, you have the blog content, each is backlinking to each other, and it just creates this cycle of stickiness, hopefully. Okay, and then after that, I'll go to LinkedIn because I'll need to start generating revenue. And if my theories are correct, that I require a bit more of a high-touch sales cycle, I'm going to have to do a lot more cold outreach and individual one-on-one time with people, try to get them in the cycle, in the product, trying it out, providing feedback, and just generally making the product better, generating revenue, helping us grow and expand. And on the dev front, we got the custom reports coming. We got the QuickBooks imports coming. We got the charter accounts coming by the end of the year. And one feature I'm really excited about is the password bank syncing. How this is going to work is you're not going to have to hand us your bank password information, your logins. What we're going to do is we're going to generate a custom, like a unique email address for you to hand to your bank and sign up for email transaction notifications that reach over a certain threshold. So say you go to your bank, we give you a unique email. It'll be something like xyz@sync.zerocrat.com. You're going to sign up for email transaction alerts that reach over a threshold of 1 cent. Okay, and you're going to give them that email that we provide you to send those transaction alerts to. And then what's going to happen from there is that in those alerts, you're going to get transaction alerts set to those emails. Once we receive those email alerts, we're going to load them into your Zerocrat profile, delete the email, make sure it's totally private. And that way you're not providing us any kind of banking information, but you are able to keep a real-time sync with your bank accounts. Okay, I'm excited about that one. I thought that was a really clever solution that allows basically every bank in the world to sync up with us without asking for their permission, and protecting your private information from being exposed in any kind of data breach. Okay, and so what else also I've been learning from talking to users online, especially on Reddit, is just I don't know if it's just the segment I've been talking to, the upstream segment of QuickBooks, but it seems that the users really don't care. Like, privacy, it really isn't a priority for these people. They just kind of really want really want the feature sets. There's basically been zero feedback on the privacy aspect. Like yeah, I love it. It gets my foot in the door, basically, for me to grab their attention. But once they dig deeper into the product, like, oh, this doesn't do everything I need it to do on day one. Like, um, it needs to do that, and there's just kind of no forgiveness on the fact that it's a new product, and that's okay. I hope that that's not. I haven't really been targeting privacy centric or privacy focused user groups yet, like the subreddit or privacy. I'm just kind of nervous hitting them yet because I'm sure they're going to be demanding it's open source. But I haven't gotten any pushback from QuickBooks community or any other like product hunt community that's not open source. We can't make it open source because we do some UI design elements that had a proprietary licensing agreement, and so we can't provide that source code um, with an open source license. We for sure can provide like right now, if you can totally inspect the code, all the encryption code. If you go to just hit F12 on your browser and just look at all the encryption scripts, all the encryption and decryption happens 100% on client side, so you're able to verify the scripts, look at the scripts. That's the important stuff you should be looking at. The back end is really not that important. Um, all it does is just uh, recall and store your encrypted data. So it's really just an relational and secure and enforce all the organizational permission sets. That's basically all it does on the back end. It's fairly simple, nothing fancy going on there. Anyway, I think the more privacy focused people are going to be demanding that it's open source. And um, well, I don't know that yet, so I don't know. It just hasn't been a priority for the users we've talked to. They don't seem to use that as a focal point of conversation as the privacy aspect. So that's kind of curious. I'm gonna keep investigating further and see um, and see if how much emphasis we want to place on that when building of features and stuff, future features. Um, like in my mind, it's like priority number one, but when I'm talking to other people, it's just like, oh, but I want to give away my information. I want it to be, you know, I want, even if it makes it more inconvenient for themselves, like, oh yeah, I want all these duplicated transactions to come in and then I have to go in and fix them, like, and give away my privacy at the same time. Like, it's hard to comprehend why. Um, it's just what they're used to, right? And it's kind of the problem with the product or the segment we've gone into. Like, no one, I'm learning that actually no one cares about privacy. Well, people do, but they say they do, but they're not willing to, put in the work to get there. Not willing to protect themselves online. They're still comfortable reusing every single password with the same service. Like, one of those things get hit, like they have access to literally every account that you own. Just so you know, use one email password combination somewhere. That combination gets leaked somewhere. Now they have access to literally every single account that you own. That's ridiculous. If you're one of those people and you kind of sprinkle it with like one or two characters, that's uh, totally not enough. You should totally be doing more. I'm sorry to say, you're gonna totally regret it one day when something horrible happens with your information without your consent. Okay. All right, that's it for me today, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later. Bye bye.